Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to RPG Maker MZ, excuse me. MZ. Or MZ. I'm doing this earlier today because I hit a button by accident. I'm doing this earlier today because, well, one, I'm up. Two, I'm doing something later this evening. So, yeah, this is Omni Productions. Omni 024. And I am currently, right now, turning on my Twitch on my phone. So you all can see me, or I can, excuse me. So I can see the chat, because it's always good to have the chat going. I'm going to adjust my chair because I'm sinking to the floor. Great going. Actually, I adjusted my chair and I was not sinking to the floor. It felt like I was though. I'm not doing anything with the frickin'. Oh, here, let me miss my friend here. I'm gonna tell him that he can call me today. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So he'll probably call me at like around 3 o'clock. If he calls me at all. So yeah, yes, last night I went into RPG Maker and I said, you know, this cave looks really, really bad. It does not have any sort of mountains or anything like that to sort of give it limit credits. So I put I put another cave. Basically, I copied the event after I put another cave over there. So basically, you can go in and out from that cave. But I left that there in case they want me to do something there for that tutorial. The tutorials that they have next, I'm not really sure. I'm going to go into normal town. Actually, I'm going to go here. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to autoplay the field BGM, but I'm going to not specify there's not anything to her. And actually, we're not going to autoplay it. So there's not anything like that. But I am going to keep the random encounters. So anyway, we have... I'm going to save it right here. I'm going to go to game and I'm going to go to tutorials. So the tutorials that we left off at event application door, which we did that yesterday. That was when we were moving the switch on the door, and that was working that way. Of course, I think we should have used a different door, but that is just being me. Okay, so we made this map. It's a bit more traditional map. The characters can go in there, that type of thing. So it looks a little bit better than what we did. Could do some other things with it. Let's see. I'm gonna do something else with it. I'm going to make. Okay. I'm going to dot tree here or there. Put a tree like somewhere here, and here. And we might make this larger. And undo that. Oh, we'll do that. And we're actually gonna dot this around and maybe make that. So it's a fairly forested area with maybe like a hill or something. Something to that effect. These mountains are pretty cool too. I mean, we can do that and all. I mean, we could probably expand this tutorial game and do some other different things. So, but anyway, so we're gonna see this again, and I'm gonna go into game tutorials. So let's go to tutorial, and we will start the database basics. The database basics, part 1. So let's start the tutorial. Okay. Warning: during a tutorial, if you execute a command other than, well, we already know this, and do you have the project finished in step 11? Yes. Load the step 11 project. We will load this game up, even though we don't need to. Okay. We now start the tutorial. From this step 4 onward, we'll be handling a database. Within the database, there are a very large number of items for the configuration of various things in the game. So we will explain them in order. Okay, so they actually do need to explain the database a bit, because if they don't, like, you're gonna have a flat game. So in this step, we will focus on getting acquainted with the main character and enemies, as well as battle. First, we'll open the database. Okay, the first tab is actors. Actors refer to the main character and his allies, and is a very important term in RPG Maker MZ. It's also important in MV too. So actors are something you should know about. Like, they are the actual characters. So in this tutorial, we'll use the word actor to describe these. We also call the collection of actors the party. Right, they're the group of the other group. So now for the explanation of actors. Notice there is a class section in each setting. This is where we can configure abilities. For example, Reed's class. Right. Notice that there's a class section in settings. This is where we configure abilities. For example, Reed's class is Swordsman. Click the Classes tab. This is where you define your details this is where you define details for abilities. Reed's ability values are being shown since the swordsman class is currently being selected. That's what he does. He does a SP parameter. Target rate is 100%. He is X parameter. He get that's also hit rate is 100%. His evasion rate is +5. His critical rate is +5. So he can equip swords, daggers, general armor, light armor, and small shields. So that's what he can equip. And his skill type is special. Okay. And so he has skills. Those skills are strong attack / willpower, first aid, dual attack, and spin crash. That's what he knows. Alright. So he can level up the even further. He can go, but yep. Okay. You can do like experience too. I guess they'll tell you more. Okay. So anyway, this is where you define details for abilities. Reed's ability values are being shown since the swordsman class is currently being selected. In parameter curves, you can set how a value will grow with each level up. What's important here is traits. This is a setting peculiar to RPG Maker MZ, so there will be a detailed explanation. The traits, you can configure various components, such as basic, hit, and evasion rate values, in addition to types of equipment that can be used, usable skill types, and more. I'm just going to say this here. This note area isn't just for like saying like, oh well, this person does this or whatever. That it's for code that you can actually program into your game. So it's a lot of things that you can do with it. So just be aware of that, but that is an advanced feature, so you'll do it. So anyway, in traits you can configure various components such as basic hit and evasion rate values, additional types of equipment that can be used, usable skill types, and more. In short, you can list various factors in traits, and by setting them, those traits will be the actor traits. Hit rate is determined by traits. And if you accidentally delete it, the hit rate will be 0% and no tax will land. So be careful. In other words, you have to have that parameter that says you always hit the guy, because if you don't, then you won't land any attacks. So yeah, that's not good. Okay, traits can also be added to weapon and armor, as well as states. Click on the Weapons tab to give it a try. There is a trait list for equipment as well. They will be appended to an actor only when they have the equipment on. Right, so this X parameter hit rate is 0%. Well, for example, while the trait here is hit rate plus 0%, the hit rate for the actor's class is 95%. So in total, hit rate will be 95%. Right. Please click the States tab. States are temporary status changes, such as poison or paralyze. Right. These traits appear only when an actor is in that state. Now let's go back to classes for a moment. Next, take a look at skills to learn. Yeah, skills are a general name for magic or special moves. Learn skills can be created, configured in the Skills tab. Click the Skills tab. Attack and Guard are configured as skills, but there's no need to worry about those right now. Well, we attack. Skill 1 corresponds to the cat command. So that's what that does. It basically, they have attack. Alright. Scope. One enemy. Okay, it attacks. You get attack formula 4. A variance, a normal attack. Everybody gets that, I think. So, it's still something that you have. Right, but there's no need to worry about those right now. Magic is configured in numbers 52 through 147. So, we're going to have this here. Swordsman skills. This is the magic. 52. That's actually a good way to do it. Because like good way to good way to divide it. Those other things don't really have anything, so yeah. Now let's change some descriptions. Click on number 52, heal 1. Display the settings for heal 1. Change the description to recovers. Okay. Restores allies. We'll change that description to recovers 500 or more HP for one ally. So I'll just do that. Recovers 500 plus HP for one ally. For one ally. I always like to capitalize things like that, like, because that makes it a lot easier to read. Okay, click on 99 fire. We will do that. Fire 1. Okay, deals 100 fire damage to one enemy. So we're going to do that right now. Deals. Oh shit. Deals about 100 fire damage to one enemy. Enemy. And I might work on my Mythos product. I might go back to MB and work on that, and work on new projects here. Cause like there's some things I have on there that really want to transfer well onto MC. So it's better to just have that on here on there. But if I do that, I have to make a. I have to make a. I have to change things around really good. But anyway. Okay, deals about 100 fire damage. Okay, click 119 Spork. 1. Deals around 100 lightning damage to all enemies. Well, that's pretty powerful, isn't it? These descriptions will now appear in game. Click the item tab. Let's add descriptions like we did for the skills. Select 7-1 potion. We did. Covers boy recovers 500 HP for one unit. Click magic water. Cover 300 covers 300 MP 300 MP for one unit. You know what this tutorial is doing? This tutorial is just showing you how to change descriptions and whatever else, but that's not really all that important. I mean, yes, you need to know that stuff, but like it's not showing you like other things like how set. For instance, we went into the in the shop. This is worth 3,000 gold. Well, that's where you set that price is 300 gold. you would go here, you would say this is a regular item, this is a regular item, or it's a key item. Well, if it's a key item, then that's where that goes. But if it's a consumable, well, yeah, if you use one, yes, it will be. You set the scope. Well, this thing right here says the scope is. This is what it is. It's an ally. You do only one person, and the person has to be alive. If that's the case, you would, if you wanted to say one unit, you would use it for enemy and ally. One alive. So and then you have the hit type. Well, then you have how fast does this work? And how fast is when the agility is when okay. So speed is the value that is added to the character's agility when determining action order. This allows you to create actions that are powerful but take a longer time to perform. Right. So if you have like a very long speed rate or something, or very slow speed rate or something that says, hey, look, he's doing this action, but it's going to take a while to this guy is going to do like a use this item or something, a bomb or something. It might take a little longer for him to set it off or something like that. So you know, you could make like a guy that like is a bombardier or something like that, and he has like certain bomb, but he can only use like he can only have like a certain amount of them, and then so he uses that on an enemy, boom, does damage to it, but it so yeah, but I mean, and that's really what's going on. And then the animation, well, that is an animation of what happens. But we're just filling descriptions, you know. That's all it's telling us to do is fill descriptions. So it's not really going into like the specifics of it. If it does go into it, cool. If not, then whatever. But you know, I'm just saying that's what's going on. So MP recovers 300 MP for 1 unit. Yeah. Spell herb cures all status ailments on one ally except dead. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Cures all status ailments. It's one an ally. One ally. Does not revive dead allies. Does not revive dead allies. I think that's better. Click 11 stimulant. Raises, okay. raises an ally from the dead. And recovers excuse me, recovers, not recovers 50% of their HP. Their HP. Okay. Item descriptions will now appear. Next up, an explanation of enemies the party will fight. So it didn't go to anything. It doesn't even tell you what. It just changes descriptions. Well, big whoop-de-doo. That's just so great. It doesn't actually tell you like what the formula is, what it does. Let's see. This does what this does is this formula. What is it called? So it recovers HP. HP recover. So it does that. Then it goes here and it says MHP. So it covers. It's your maximum hit points. Divide it by 2. So basically, it's saying it calculates basic damage. Let's see, the attacker is expressed with A, the target with B. So it's basically saying, so this basically says this, is that if it was an attacker, it would go on to the target. For instance, a person is attacking. The person attacking is the one, and the person attacking the target. Okay, so I'll explain it this way. This thing says B point MH. I'm sorry, B dot MHP divided by 2, which means that it's B. The target is saying the formula for calculating basic damage. The target with B. So it's saying the person being targeted, which is, if you're raising somebody up, you're targeting the dead player. So it's B. The target is the thing that is receiving this. Okay? And it's saying, so then it says MHP. That's their maximum hit points. Their maximum hit points. And it divides it by 2. So what happens is it says HP recover. The type is HP recover. That's what's going on. There's no element to it. There's nothing happening. It's dividing the target's HP by 2. They're basically recovering half of their hit points. That's what it's saying. Now, there's also variance, which means that it may not recover half a person's hit points. It may not, it might recover more than 50% of their hit points. But it's not like definite. It's like not like not definite. Okay. And so what that does that, but you're also saying it's reviving, it's raising somebody from the dead. Well, that's what that state is. The state is they're dead, so they drop to 100%. This thing says the effects of it say it removes that state, that dead state, and it does it with 100% effectiveness. That's what that's saying. All right. I hope that explains it a bit better. Like, formulas are very difficult to understand, but those are what happens. That's what you would put in for your like attacks and your defense and what have you. You could have like a very powerful attack that does like 4 times the damage to whoever you're fighting. So, but you would have to know, like, I would definitely keep like some of this stuff around just in case you need like reference to what types of formulas you would use. For instance, the attack formula is basically the attack formula. You would have that for anybody really. But they would get that. So, but you know what? I'm going to actually. What I'm gonna end up going to do is I'm actually going to stream making something like this game, maybe more, and I'm going to actually make it something to this effect, and I'm not going to make anything too like spectacularly awesome or something, but you know, yeah, that if I made something like that, it'd be like some epic journey or something, then that would take forever. That's what I'm trying to do with my other one. That one's taking forever. It takes forever with one person doing things. But yeah, that's what it's saying. So, and now you have other things. I've done other things where I've increased the TP, and I've increased it that way, and you know, add certain stuff. But yep, that's what that does. And then you have like the then you have the hit type. Well, the hit type is okay. You have this type. It treats a successful. So these are the methods. Methods for determining a hit. It treats a successful use of the action as a hit. And it's 100%. Determines hits based on user's hit rate and target's evasion rate. Yep, that's what you would do. A magic attack determines hits based on target's magic evasion rate. So as you see, it has a lot of has certain hit types that you use for that. But you would definitely use, if you would definitely use items like that, you would definitely set it to a certain hit, so that like potions, herbs, the potion herbs, the antidote, you know, basically any item that you use actually works. Because it would really suck if you like had it on something different and said, okay, I'm gonna use a item. I'm gonna use an item. This guy, he's really low. I'm gonna use an elixir on him. He's gonna get all his hit points and all his his MP back, and you have it set to physical or magical attack, and it determines that you miss him with the item, and you probably like, what? Huh? What? So, yeah. So, there's a lot of things that they just did not explain at all to people, and so, yeah. So you can only use this on dead people. So this is the scope of the effect. The occasion is screens on which the item can be used. Alright, this is another thing. Another thing you should know about. So, you can use this item at any time. This is what it says. Basically what it says. But, let's say you have something like that bomb. That was, that bombardier had from earlier. Like, some guy has, like, the bomb. And he can throw it at certain enemies, and it can explode and do damage and stuff. Well, you would set that to battle. I'm not going to go in here because I'm not going to click that, because if I click that, this tutorial will move on, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to click it. But it basically says you can only use that in battle, or you can only use the item when you're like on a map screen. So you can't use the item in battle. But you can use these items when you are out of battle. And so that's what that means. So, you know, be careful with what you set and everything, because something might change, and then you might be like, well, why the hell isn't this working properly? And then you have to look at it and see there's something that you checked, or something that is there's a setting there that you have to change, and it might be something really, really stupid or really, really small, something like that. So yeah, so if you don't know what that is, then it can this damage thing, this element thing, you can determine the element of what the magic is. So when it said before, like the flame and the lightning and stuff, they could have shown you that it does that type of element damage. So and elements are, well, like certain enemies are weak to certain elements, and so it might be doing more damage to them, or certain enemies might be strong at that element, so they might not take that much damage from that spell and something like that. So yeah, a lot of things to consider. But okay, item description will now appear. Next up, an explanation of enemies the party will fight. Click the enemies tab. There are currently 5 enemies registered in the list. Yeah, a goblin, a gnome, a crow, a treant, and a high monster. We can see that you can set ability traits like with actors, right? It has body slam and has attack and body slam. When you change the action pattern, you can make them use skills and set the skills they can use depending on a condition. I think they have plugins for making things work a little bit better. Sometimes it doesn't work as good, like, so there's plugins that kind of help with that. But that's on another thing. That's another thing you should know about. Man, I'm sorry, I'm really tired today, and I'm doing this early because I'm getting off the insurance crap that I've been doing lately. So I went to a place earlier today and applied for something, and that's all I'm doing today. So, alright, when you change the action pattern, you can make them use skills and set the skills they can use depending on a condition. Just making an enemy isn't enough for them to show up in battle. You'll need to make troops and add them here. Click the troops tab. There are 5 enemy troops registered in the list. Enemies are added alone or in groups. These troops are the groups of enemies the party will actually battle. You can add and remove enemies from troops here, and the second half of this step will actually create a troop. Also, it is possible to test battles here without actually launching the game. Click Battle Test. A window where you can configure each actor has appeared. Here, you can set your hypothetical level and equipment and run a test where you battle the troop. This time, there's no need to change anything. Click OK to start the battle test. Make sure you make use of magic and items in battle. Additionally, you'll be given the max amount of items so you can check item effects. Reed's party was victorious. 20 experience received. 10 gold found. Alright. You likely notice a few things in battle. For example, there's an unfamiliar value called TP, but that will explain in the next step. I know about TP, but I guess you guys don't, so, or some people might not, so. If you choose escape, even if you fail, the success rate will increase slightly with each turn. How was it? Want to try it again? Yes. Battle tests. No need to change actors this time either. Okay. Make use of magic and items. Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway. There are so many different things you can do. And this right here, this is what really makes it cool. Like, you can make the characters actually talk to... So you can make a boss encounter, right? Make a boss encounter, and they say something, they say like, okay, it's time for you to die. Or you can have the boss say, it's time for you to die. And the hero character says, not today. Today you will face justice for your crimes. And then they'll fight. But man, there's other things you can do. Like I've done a lot of different things. Like I've had it where like they use a skill, and when they use a skill, sometimes they'll say stuff, or they'll say things, or like spells, for instance. Sometimes I'll put things in spells. I have them say something like Arcanus water or something, or blah 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 or something. Speaking Latin or something like that to make it sound like they're actually casting something. So, or whatever language it is that they speak. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyway, we're getting away from the actual tutorials and stuff, so maybe I'll actually show that to you when we are done these tutorials. So anyway, you likely notice a few things in battle. For example, there's an unfamiliar valve called TP, but that will explain in the next step. Also, if you choose escape, even if you fail, this will increase slightly with each turn. Want to try again? Nah. Likely, like this in battle tests, you can play test battles in almost identical environment as an actual battle. Alright, until now the battles have been front view, but you can make them side view. Select the System 1 tab. Use this. Check the side view battle. Alright, so that's actually what we're going to do. Let's try a battle test under these conditions. Select the troops tab, and then check battle test. Click OK to start the battle. Do you understand why I enjoy this a lot more? Doesn't that look so much better? Well, except for the fact that they're still. Okay. You'll probably notice the change in appearance. From now on, in this tutorial, it will be assumed that side view battle is being used. And thank you for that, because I really don't want to use front view. I'm sorry, but using a side view battle is a lot better, I believe. Alright, Now let's make it. Now let's try making a new troop. Change. Let's click change maximum. Change it from 5 to 6. Okay. Set the maximum value. Create. Click the newly created troop. We'll make it a known ×2 and a crow ×2 enemy group. Click on an item. First click on known 2. Click add twice. Two slimes will be 2 gnomes will be added. Yeah, well guess what? We're actually going to make them look a bit. We're going to actually change their where they are too. Okay. Let's see. Alright.
Charge complete.
Alright. Now click on crow. Click on add twice. Alright, we'll actually put them here. Alright, so there we go. So that's where they'll be. So then we can do that. You know what? If we need slimes, and this is where this is in. I don't know if they actually have more slimes in here, but we can take MV. Basically, I can take the stuff in MV and import it to here. And so we can actually have slimes. But I'll show you how to do that too. Let's finish these tutorials and then I'll show you how you can do some stuff. Click add twice. Okay, next. Since the actors are displayed on the right side view, it would be ideal if you could move the enemies slightly to the left. If you drag the enemies to the left, you can change their position. So let's slide them all over. That's what I did. Next we'll name the troop. Click auto name, an appropriate auto name will be generated. Yeah, right, okay. Now let's run a battle test. Click OK to start the battle test. Okay, when done with the battle test, the setup is complete. Click OK to set the database. Well, I would actually click apply and then set OK. Well, okay, so what their difference is that you actually apply that, but then you can like put other stuff in there, so you don't actually like close the window, so it'll be applied, but it won't be like. But then if you hit cancel, it'll still be in there. You can hit cancel and OK if you hit apply, but you typically would click OK to keep changes or anything, but any change that you make and then hit OK will change the database or put anything in the database, whereas apply just put stuff in there like after you do it, I guess, but keeps the database open, so it's not like something that will close the whole thing. So okay, but anyway, okay to the database, click save. We're done with this step. Well done. Next time we'll handle the database again. Tutorial has been completed. Why? Okay, that's great. We're gonna do the second tutorial there. Tutorial. We're gonna do database basics too. Start tutorial. Okay. We're gonna load it again. Next. Okay, in this step, items and skills will be explained and created. Click open the database. Click the items tab. We'll create a mega elixir that fully restores HP and MP to for all allies. We'll do this by modifying the settings of the potion of it. Modifying the settings of the potion, an existing item. Click 7 potion. Right click copy. Let's click and select blank 18. Right click and select paste. Now the configuration of the potion is copied to number 7 from 7. Okay, we're gonna call this Mega Elixir. Mega Elixir. Elixir. Alright. Gonna change the description to fully restores. Fully restores HP and MP to all allies. We're going to change the price to 500. So let's change to 500. Okay. Next we will set up the effect. Click recover HP 500. Click and select it. Change 0 to 100%. Alright. So we're covering 100% of HP. Right. Change 500 to 0. Well, we are, because we don't need to change any more than that. Next. We're done configuring it to restore HP to its max. Click OK to set the effect. We're going to set up a full MP recovery. Double click the next line. Alright, so we're going to check the box, recover MP. Make sure the effect is a 100 and plus. Okay. Now what that does? Okay. So restores MP. Specify either a percentage of a max MP or a set value or both. In the case of items, the multiplier is the pharmacology. SP parameter is applied, right? So click OK. We're going to change the animation when it's used in battle. Open the animation menu and change it to 42 heal 1. Heal 2. There we go. So it'll look like that. Now the mix is complete and can be put in treasure chests or added to shops. Of course, it can also be used in battle tests. Now we're gonna hit OK. It skipped. You should hit OK. Next, we'll create a new skill and make it Casey's special move. Click on the skill tab. I'll make a skill called Triple Strike. Once again, we will transform an existing skill to create it. Click 14, Triple Attack. Select Copy. Right click and select Copy. Click on blank number 4. Click OK. Right click and select Paste. It's been copied to number 4. Change the name to Triple Strike. So we're going to change this to Triple Strike. Okay, we will change the message when the skill is used. Click Uses. That was like right in front of the uses button, so I mean, yeah. 1% uses 2%. Basically, that's saying number 1 uses that, but it's weird. Ensure the skill type is special. Let's go into more detail about skill types. The only skill types that actors may use are skill types of the type listed in their traits. In short, for a special skill type, if special is not set as a skill type in an actor's traits, they cannot use the skill even if they've learned it. Also, if their skill type is none, the actor is unable to use it. Right. I'm tired, dude. Really. It's been a long week, and I am tired. But anyway, in short, for a special skill type, if special is not set as a skill type in the actor's traits, they cannot use the skill, even if they've learned it. Also, if their skill type is none, the actor would be unable to use it. Right, so they have to match, basically, is what it's saying. Thus, we have actors. That's when having actors learn skills. Please be sure to check their skill type. Additionally, enemies can use skills regardless of skill type. That's all. Would you like to read the explanation again? No. Let's continue then. Casey has no special in skill type. We need to fix that. Go to the actor tab. Click on X6 Casey. Casey's class is 2 sorcerer. We'll change the traits of a sorcerer. Okay, so she's a sorcerer. That's basically what it's saying. So we need to go in the classes tab easily. And then we need to click sorcerer, that's where she is. And double click the bottom nose trait. Alright, click on the skill tab. Check off add skill type and add special. Click OK and set changes. Casey is now able to use special moves. Let's return to modifying the skill. Click on the skills tab. Right, so that's basically what it means. Like, she has all that stuff. She can add skill type special. So that's what that means. So we go to the skill tab and she has special. Triple strike is a special move. So it will make it consume TP instead of MP. Set the TP cost to 5. Since it costs TP, we'll set the TP gain to 0. The TP gain is how much TP is gained when a skill item is used. Right, so you can you can set like that to attack, and it'll gain like some TP and stuff like that. Like if you attack, defend, stuff like that, like a block and attack or something. You can. You can get that TP. I'm sorry, God. Now we're done creating skill. Here we'll give an explanation of TP. Yes. TP is a value that shifts between 0 and 100. It is gained when damage is taken in battle and when specific actions are taken. The value at the start of battle will be from 0 to 25, but if the actor has the preserve TP trait, the TP value at the end of the battle will be carried over. Yeah. Maybe I should do that with like my other guys, because like they all have preserved TP trait. Ugh! God damn! I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. I think I have to take a nap or something. The primary uses for great and powerful skills that cause TP. That's all. Would you like to hear the explanation again? No. Let's move on. We'll make Casey learn the skill. Click on the class tab. Ensure that sorcerer is selected. Yes, it is. On the bottom line, double click the bottom line of skills to learn. No, it's called learnable skills, dude. Not skills to learn. We won't change the level or the note. Click on the skill and select 4 triple strike. Okay. Click OK to learn. This makes Casey learn triple strike. Right. Next we'll make an item that boosts TP. Click on the item tab. We'll make number 2 based on number 7, the potion. Click the potion. Click copy. Click on blank number 2. Click paste. Now the configuration of the potion is copied to number 2. Change name TP charge. TP charge. Change the description to increase an ally's TP by 50. Agree. Ugh, man, I need to take a nap, dude. And allies TP by 50. By 50. Change the occasion from always to battle screen. That will only happen on the battle screen. Okay, double click the line under effects that says recover HP. Check gain TP and make that value 50. Click OK to set the effect. With this, we've created the TP charge. In these steps, we finished created items in a skill. Click OK to set the database update. I will say this much: copying and pasting doesn't really you have to actually do the whole thing. Just started from scratch. God damn, I'm sorry. Alright. Save the project. Lastly, in order to test the effects of the items and skills we created, let's run a battle test. Open the database once more. Click the Troops tab. Select your opponent from Troops. Okay. Click Battle Test. Click OK to the Battle Test. Direct Casey's new special move and effects of the new items. Okay. Do you want to run a battle pass again? We'll close the base. There were no changes, so clicking into. Hold on, in these 2 steps you've been introduced to the base. There are still unexplained settings, but please familiarize yourself with them bit by bit. The tutorial has been completed. Well, isn't that great? We will actually save it, and we will actually do the tutorial. Damaging floors. Okay. We have damaging floors, healing and saving, symbol encounters, enemy character ball settings, creating an ending, and editing the title screen. Oh. I will do this. Alright.
Charge complete.
Alright, I'll apply this. We're gonna find some slimes, if there is any. If they don't have slimes in this, what? Really? They don't have any slimes in this? I mean, really? We're gonna change that really fast. I don't know if we can do it though, but okay. Oh, let's see if we can find some slimes that we can actually input in this game. Let's see. So we'll go to Resource Manager. And we'll go to Enemies. And we'll import. And we will go up. Okay. Where did I put? I put it somewhere. I know I have MV on. I don't know if you can import it though. I mean, because it is a trial version. So. for MB resources and then banners. Well, that's resources. But that's not actually the MB game itself. Which is... I want to cancel out of this. I'm going to actually go into... Alright, I'm going to go up... MC, okay. Where is this located? Where's the properties? Where do I have this at? It's under Steam. It's under Steam. Hold on. Steam library. Steam maps. Common. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to exit this again. I'm going to go in here. We're going to go to Resource Manager. Resource Manager again. We're going to go to Enemies. I'm going to Import. We're going to go to... Now we're going to go to D. Steam Library. Steam Maps. Common. RPG Maker MB. Okay. Generator. It's in MB. It'll be in alright, that's not what it'll be. I'll toss it. No. Where is it? Let's exit out of here again. I need to know exactly where those images are. So we're gonna have to go in here. No, that's MZ. Not looking for MZ. I'm looking for Steam Library, Steam Apps. Okay, Common Apps. Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common. Going into RPG Maker MV. Okay. Graphical effects. Scene builder, tile set builder. How the hell do you get that out of there? No, it's not DLC. Not DLC. I've actually got a lot of DLCs for that, but I'm trying to find what it was that it was in. Because I want to actually import some slimes. Oh. I could export a slime from MV if I really wanted to, and just do it that way, but I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Alright, well I guess we're not going to do that then. I'll figure it out on off stream and figure out how to do it. And then once I figure that out, I will do it for you on stream so you can figure out how to do that. But basically, it would take the resource manager, and you would take see that is you would. So for instance, you have something that you saved for the okay, you go on RPGmaker.net, for instance. You go on there, and you see a resource there that looks really good, maybe you see a battle like I was doing before, where you see a slime enemy there, and you put that in, you take that and save it into a folder, and then you go and you say, well, I want to import it into the game, and that's what you do. So, but this is all preset things. They are helpful for when I want to actually make characters, or actually make unique characters. Because what will they do? They don't want to actually do anything. So these people will be they're fine if you're using the fall characters or something, but if you're not. Reed is not being somebody. Reed is not going to be somebody that you use all the time. Oh, I have Reed. He's a guy. Okay, great. What are you going to use his picture for if the main character is somebody completely freaking different? It looks completely freaking different. Well, I guess not going to use him then. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go to damaging floors. Alright. Yeah, we did that. This time we'll make damage floors and a skill to avoid them. First, there's the explanation of damage floors. Please open the database. Click the Tile Set tab. Click A4 Dungeon. Click damaged floors. The tiles with a double triangle mark are damaged floors. Okay, so they're like the ones with like the they have marks on them. Man, I need to sleep, dude. Oh, that's what they are. These things right here. That's what they are. They are damaged floors. The tiles with a double triangle mark are damaged floors. You can change them by clicking, but it won't be changing them this time. When the party leader walks over a damaged floor tiles, all party members will lose 110 hit points. Click OK to return to the map. We will place damaged floors on the map. Switch to map mode. And flip the stone keys. Click on the damaged floor tab. Damaged floor from the tab tile play. Click on the damaged floor on the tile play. Oh, you're talking about this, are you? Wait. Oh, well, you should probably... Alright, I'm gonna be done with this, I think I'm gonna be done with this tutorial. In fact, I think I'm done for now, because I need to pass out a little bit, so I think I'm gonna do that. So, so I'll save it, and I'll be finished. And all right, thank you for joining me. I'm Amity024, looking at RPG Maker. But I gotta go. I gotta do some sleeping. So, maybe for like a little bit. So, okay. So I'll see you all later. Thank you for joining me. Peace out, guys. Been a lovely day.